So you did some fix and flips, you did some of that, and I guess 6, 7 years into your journey, you started to discover multifamily. So how did that happen?
Yeah, and so when I got here, so when we first visited Greenville, there was kind of a vibe and energy, and we could tell something good was going on here. And of course, moving from the San Francisco Bay Area, everything seemed cheap. So I didn't have any plan about it, but I started buying rentals and did a lot of rentals, did the fix and flips. And then, yes, I kind of switched to multifamily maybe about 18 months ago. And there's a lot of reasons for that, kind of greater cash flow, less hands-on management, economies of scale. And honestly, I wanted to kind of learn something different. I think as long as you keep kind of evolving and learning something new, that's kind of fun. And so, yeah, about March 2020, I had a conversation with a guy, Mario, and it led to him sending me a podcast from Neil Bawa. And I listened to that, and I was kind of off and running, and that's what got me into it. And it's been great. I've learned a lot, and having a good time doing it. Enjoy making relationships with people all over the country, and it's kind of been fun meeting guys like you and stuff like that. So it's been great.
So with the multifamily, obviously you started educating yourself. You had an advantage because you already were in real estate as far as dealing with the intricate parts of it. But when it's time to take action on a larger property or a larger numbers, right? The numbers are bigger. Everything just looks bigger. So how did you navigate yourself through that confidence to do that?
Yeah. So I kind of believe in kind of a step-by-step growth process. And I realize that's counter to what many people in the multifamily space suggest. They kind of suggest go big as soon as you can. That's not me, because I think you need to kind of build a proper foundation, and there's kind of a sequence of events, and there's kind of a natural evolution of one's investing career. So I own a lot of single family homes, some duplexes, some fourplexes. I started investing as an LP. I was co-GP on 2 deals. All while that was going on, I bought 12 units in Spartanburg, which is about 45 minutes from here. And so I just if it all happens in a year, is that gradual or not, or is it quick? I guess it depends how you look at it. But I kind of evolved fourplex to the 12 units, co-GP. And I'd always been looking in Greenville. And I think one important thing is for everybody to kind of recognize their strengths and weaknesses, right? We all bring something to the table. We all probably have weaknesses. And so my weakness, quite honestly, is kind of the day-to-day operation of the property. I'm not a systems guy. It's just not my strength. So I had a buddy here in Greenville, Brian, who manages property for me, and he's really a system guy. And he's a great property manager. And I've been after him for about 1.5 years to come join me on a multifamily deal. And we looked at 3 or 4 properties, and we finally found one of these 43 units in Greenville. And he came on board, and we're a great team because I understand kind of the syndication side of it, the big picture of it. He's very good on the operations, dealing with the tenants, getting the units turned. So honestly, I wouldn't have taken on the responsibility of being a lead sponsor on the 43 unit deal, a small deal, a little less than 3 million. I mean, people do $50 million deals, no big deal. But for me, 3 million, raising $1.5 million in capital, which Jerry helped me on, and I appreciate that. It's a big responsibility when you're dealing with other people's money. And so I didn't feel that it was appropriate for me to take that step to lead sponsor, lead operator, until I had the right partner to handle the operational aspects of it. And so when Brian liked the deal and came on board, that kind of cinched the deal, and it's been going great. And we're going to be a good team moving forward because we each bring kind of something different to the table. And we're friends and we like each other and we talk and we have open communication, which is important.